Welcome back, whippersnappers. This is Gramps. We're in Shapes the Original. I wanted to take a quick minute and mention that we hit our goal. I wanted to get 40 users, and we're at 41 subscribers. Sorry, 41 subscribers. So very exciting. We're getting there. So now we're the march towards 50, and we're trying to get all geared up and ready for Shapes 2 when that comes out at the end of the year. I did some little minor tweaks here. I rerouted the blueprint shapes. I realized that by using these little storage containers, we're not ever going to be able to get the blueprint shapes in. So I have the blueprint shapes coming down, wrapping around those, and coming back in. And again, I can just flip this switch. Boom. It's kind of nice too because it's instant gratification between the two. Quick. You can instantly see what's going on. And again, that was just wired up here the exact same way as above, much smaller wire path, of course. So just the one comes around here. So when it is green, this filter here is open, this one, allowing the logo shape through. And when I flip the button, that turns this 0 into a 1 by using the NOT gate, and that lets the blueprint shape come through. Okay. Excellent. So that is cruising along. And we've got a stash of blueprint shapes up here too. Not that we need them, but they are there. Everything else is cruising along. All right. So we are going to get working on the Make Anything machine. Please like the video and, as I mentioned, subscribe. And if you want to hit that bell, you'll be alerted of new videos coming out. We are, like I said, when Shapes 2 comes out, hopefully at the end of the year, we are going to be, we're going to have we're just going to have fun with it. We're going to do it. Right. So I realize that these are probably a little bit close, or far, rather. I think what I want to do is make a little thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so let's just line them up like so. Then we're going to take this and copy it down here. So I also messed this stuff up here. So we are going to fix it. I'll fix it. Oh, I wanted to cut you, not copy you. So copy, paste, and paste. Excellent. And we're going to move this guy over here. So this, I'm just going to delete. All right, so 1, 2, 3. Then here, we actually have, this is where we start the 4s. So I'm going to kind of gear them up towards those. And we'll just do that. And another 10 space here. Okay, here is where the cutter is going to go. So this one I am going to do upside down, again, just as a placeholder. Oops. Okay, and there will be 4 of those. I'm not going to placehold all of those. And then what's going to be here is the painter. So let's go to Blueprintia. And we've got our painter right here. Go back back to the hub and zoom out a bit. All right. And I'm going to put that down a little lower. Even with that. Like so. Okay, I'm just going to do 2 of those, but eventually, again, there will be 4 of those. Then these also are going to need the bypass for the sections that are not painted. So I'm going to leave a little bit extra room for that. Okay, and then here is where we are going to have our storage for shapes. And the storage for shapes is going to be like this. Let's put it in here. So yeah, I think that's going to be all split up like that. So that's 4 different shapes. Then I'm going to give extra space here, and then we need 7 containers of paint. Okay. All right. Okay, so that's at least a good general layout. And again, this whole section is going to be duplicated 4 times down the way. All right, so let's start there. Come back here. So we are going to do this. These are going to come out and feed into filters. That's the first step. And we can kind of build all these together. The shape containers is going to work pretty much the same as the paint containers. So this is shapes and this is paint. Okay, so paint needs to come out there. All right, so we're probably going to move this up a bit. And while I'm doing that, I'm just going to go ahead and flip this over to the blueprint shape. Just get the blueprint shape coming in. Okay. This is, building all of this out is going to be the biggest use of blueprints for the rest of the game. So once we're done with this, it's not a big deal. Okay. So all 4 of these, virtual, if you can imagine 4 blocks of this going all the way down, are all going to be fed by the same provider for each element. So there's going to be 1 line coming in for the 3 primary colors, red, green, and blue. Then there's going to be 1 for yellow, cyan, and purple. And there's going to be 1 for white. And as I'm saying all this, we don't need 1 for unpainted. So I'm going to do that. Okay. So the way this is going to work is like so. And with these, it's just hooking right into there. Okay. Then we're going to have these come down like so and go in. These are going to go like that. So we need to jump that little bridge. Okay, that's pretty much the way it's going to work. So let's grab all these and just pop it there. That way we've got straight through and straight through. It's probably too far away. We can probably scooch it up a bit. So let's just gonna do there. Okay, cool. And I don't know that these need to be as spread apart. I think they don't. So I'm gonna cut these and just give them a little breathing room. All right. So this is going to be the upper right corner, lower right, lower left, upper left. That's the way those split up. All right, I don't need to do that. I can take this 1, 2. I'm just going to give it a spacing of 2 for these ones. 1, 2. All right. Then our cutter, which we will not be building today, but this is going to be lined up with that. So I think I had that on the bottom. Yes, so here's the bottom. 1, 2. So is that a space of 3? 3 and 3. Okay. So probably a little extra room more than we need, but that's okay. Better too much than too little. And I can already see an issue here, so I'm going to do that. All right. So what we want to do is these are going to be mergers. Just going to pop those in all the way down. Okay, we'll fix that. Oops. That, that, and that. Get rid of that and that. And that, and I think we're looking good. Nope. That's all right. And why not make it all uniform? Do so. Excelente. All right, so I'm going to get rid of that. And oops, I do not want to. I hit X. I'm going to copy. Yeah, see, that works out really well. That's actually nice and compact. Just gives us what we want. So I'm going to run these all the way up. All up to there. 2 and 4, 3 and 4. Okay. So again, let's say this is red. Red's going to come along and we're going to have a full belt of red coming up and it's going to split and start filling this up and going to come on. Then half of that is going to start filling this up. Half of that is going to start filling this up, and then half of that will fill this up. Now again, just to pretty things up, I'm going to cut all these little guys. And just do these. Makes it a little bit more curvy. And that, okay. Excellent. So I'm going to run some lines over. Actually, here, this is another thing we need to do. Back to Blueprintia. And let's get a 2-color machine. All right. So these are going to come in down here. So we'll need 3 of these. 2, 3. For all the 2 colors. And let's give us a little work button there. And this guy, we'll put at the bottom. Okay, so that's for the white. So we need to fill all those, plus have raw colors going in. So let's start with green. So we're going to have 1 raw green, 1 line of green for yellow, 1 line of green for cyan, and then 1 line of green for white. So we need 4. And we're just going to start here and see how we go. 1, 2, 3. Yep. All right, we're going to start it off with green. Okay. And we'll go right in there. All right. So that's our green run. Now we'll get some red. I like copying those whole blocks. That is the way to go. All right, so I'm going to make a bridge. And we'll do this here and here and here. Now, in the same way, so we'll basically, what I'm saying here is we'll need 4 of every color. And come all the way up. And then we'll go into the next one here. So that'll make yellow. Then, yeah, red and green only share 1. So then this is the next one here. And that one will also have blue. And then into the white machine. Excellent. Okay. So for blue, we're going to want the same. But I think it needs to be cut differently. So I'm going to do this. Oops. Make these just 4. Then do another one that's 1, 2, 3, 4 as well. Okay, let's just grab that. All right, we'll fix all this. Clear all these guys out. Boom, and then one more down here. Except this is just going to do that. Okay. What's going on here? No. And not on that. And this is just for the blue. Okay. Okay, we're good. Now, all the colors, I want to take kind of from the right of here. So I'm not going to use this one. And it doesn't matter. I mean, even if I grab from way down here, that's fine. But I think I'll just grab from this batch here. And this blue, might get used for another one. So we'll have 4 there, and then grab 3 from here and 1 from the back. So now keep in mind, again, this whole section here that you're seeing laid out is going to be purely for the top layer of the design. So when we come in and see the design that we're being asked to make, it is just going to be for this white and blue guy here. Okay. And that's, we'll start wiring it up. I just want to get these colors running because then they can start filling up and we are going to be good to go. So I'm going to take these straight up. Almost straight up. To here, and then I'm just going to run them on in. Okay, the first one's going to be raw. Oop, hello. So that's going to come up here and go straight in there. Next one is going to join with the, I think, oh, no, not that. It's going to join with the green. And that's going to make the cyan. Next one is going to join with the red and make the purple. And the last one is going in for white. Excellent. Okay, now we can take these Now when we copy, we'll be able to copy these color machines as well, which would be nice. And then we just have to run colors to them. Okay, excellent. So that's our color bank getting all filled up. Everything's blinking red because we don't have any wires. That's our wiring layer. We don't have anything wired yet, which is perfectly fine. But the wires for this are going to be very simple. Let's just come down here. That, and that. I mean, that's basically it, right? Same thing here. And then they're going to run probably up. Need to not connect to that, so we can use one of these guys. Same thing here. And then we'll have other analyzers and whatnot up here. So we'll have our, there it is, the shape analyzer coming in, and the color will feed off to this side. Or sorry, the shape. See? Anyway, we'll deal with that later. I'm not going to worry about wiring right now. I just want to get the basics set up. Now, shapes. That is where we have to do some bobbing and weaving. So I'm going to take this guy. And this is another reason why we build close to the hub. Look at that, that'll go right in. We build close to the hub because we've got access to these pure shapes, which is great. And this guy, we'll do this. We're going to just cruise right on in here. Now what we might do is put in a little tunnel. And the reason I pull it all the way out here is that way I can put 3 more in here, and I can, bring them out and bring them around. Stars. Man, we've got stars right here in the middle. There's 2 lanes worth. There's 3 lanes worth. Okay. Let's do this. All right, for right now, I'm going to come down here. And bring it in here. It's ugly, but we're going to keep it as clean as possible. Then we need to get a windmill shape. And that's not going to be anywhere. I mean, this just doesn't exist. So we have to create one. So we've got to find a source for that. And what I'd like to do is just find one source, and that'll provide all 16 storage boxes. So just looking for a shape that has 2 windmills. Then we will cut it and belt it. Wow, is that the closest? All right, I'm gonna keep looking. Okay, here. My God, that was ridiculous, the amount of time that took. All right, so that's it. And all we have to do is sneak them through all of this into there. So I think what I'll do is just bring them right along here. Feed them in like the shapes. Right up into there. Okay. So this is all becomes part of how far apart these can be placed too. And when we copy this block and these, then that will all come down. And then we're going to have to reroute a bunch of belts, which is okay. Okay. Wow. They really made us work for this one. Okay, so we want to kick out 5 of those and chop them with a small chopper. And trash that side. And duplicate this. Give one of these bad mamma jammas a 180. And into a stacker. And then merge. Okay, perfect. We don't need to do it right there. For each of those is doing 2 and change, and right now our belt speed is 17 is over 16, so if we go down to 2 and 16, we would need 8 of these. So we'll see if that works. We may have to feed 2 lanes of those in. Yeah, we are, because we're going to have to feed more than that. But this is what we want for the output. So again, say it's 16 to 4. So every 4 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, sounds good. Let's do this, and we'll give it a little monitor. Make sure we're getting that 16.9 out of there. Okay. And we'll take those 2 as well. Okay. Okay, so let's see what that does. Once up to speed, we should be pretty close to that 16.9. Looks like it's getting there. Yep. All right. So that's what we're going to need. We're going to need 4 of these eventually. All right, now we can get away with just 1. But those will all be there. So we're going to come down here and run it back. And of course, I let go. If you keep drawing it along the way, then the ones that are behind you will at least move up the lane a bit. And oh my goodness, I can't believe we're already here. Okay, excellent. So this is going to come up and go into there. Very cool. All right, so that's our basic structure. And again, we're just going to go ahead and connect these now. And we are also going to need an overflow. So we need one more splitter for each of these guys. And again, this is if this particular quadrant is uncolored. Right? Okay. There. Okay. All right. And this is the cutter, because these are going to be full shapes. Then this will be the cutter that then reorients them. Cool. I'm just going to paste those in there. Okay. Excellent. Well, listen, I think we've got a good start going. No wiring yet. That's okay. But look, because we've run these, we're now at 3,000 in that side, and just 50 here. But those are all coming in 1.2 thousand, 1.1. So we'll have lots of stuff to test with. We'll be able to really get it going, which is very cool. And we will continue that next episode, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Come on back for some shapes action. Again, toss me a like and a subscribe if you don't mind. Hit the bell, and we will see you next episode. This is Gramps signing off.